Yeah, there you go, friends. Doc South here, and well, Sandy left early in the morning today to make Sunday her Sunday morning rounds of the various flea markets where she goes and buys antiques, hopefully at a very reasonable price, and then she sells them at later in the week at the Slatington Antique Center, where frankly she's done very well for herself. And so she's off doing that. Leaves me to work on my own breakfast in the morning, and I'll put on the news, and I'm watching the news, and I've got like a little breakfast buffet going. It might be some pretzels, and then I don't know, maybe a muffin, etc. And I've got it all sitting on a plate there, and I just kind of pick and watch whatever's on TV, generally the news that time of day. And there you go. But I got to thinking as I'm eating my breakfast, I said, gee, I get this same breakfast. I pretty much make this every Sunday. It's toast and some cheese and a little of this, a little of that, a little handful of pretzels, maybe a couple of potato chips and some coffee, of course, and like that. I said, it's one day I've got to just get up and go to McDonald's, perhaps. And I'm just sitting there thinking, there still are. I haven't been to a fast food restaurant, boy, I'll bet you it's been a few years. It's been a few years. And I remember liking them very much. In fact, I believe, yeah, when I was a teenager, I think that's when McDonald's actually came into being, if I recall right. And that would have been oh my gosh, the mid to late 60s, right? Am I right? Is it that long now? That I haven't been to McDonald's in a decade or so. And I got it used to be I'd go like every other day. And I always liked them. In fact, I remember what I liked was back in the day, in the early days of their having just opened and spreading throughout the country, you could go to a McDonald's. Let me think. I used to go in. I would get. Let me see if I've got this right. I think you could get 3 hamburgers, fries, and a soda. And forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I think it was less than $1. It was. I think it was 95 cents for everything. I think the hamburgers were 18 cents each. Fries, I think 18 cents. And then the soda, 18 cents. And I think there was a nickel sales tax. Yeah, you heard me right, a nickel sales tax. It's different now, right? It's gone up. Okay. I have no idea how much. And, that's inflation for you, of course, and no one would expect McDonald's to jump back down to, 1960s prices. I'm almost certain it was in the mid 60s when they came to be. And they weren't everywhere. You had to hunt for them. They weren't like in every town. Are they even still? I swear I haven't. Well, I'll tell you that I'm going to ride around, and the next time I see a McDonald's, I'm going in, and I know I'll need more than a buck, but I'm going to just see just how much the old meal has gone up. That would be, maybe some of you, maybe someone watching this video works at McDonald's. What would be the cost now of? I'll bet it's still reasonable by today's standards, but I'm sure it is. But yeah, 3 hamburgers, everything on them. Yeah, well, the usual stuff, the ketchup, I think there was a pickle, some onion. Yeah, small fries, and a small Coke, which was about a cup's worth of Coca-Cola with some ice in it. Remember, they all wore these little hats and stuff. Yeah, it was. And actually, it was quite a thing to get a job at a McDonald's. It was they expected you to work pretty hard and do your thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'd just be interested. I'll bet it's buckets more than that. Well, what with inflation? My guess, somewhere, I'm guessing around $6. Am I higher? You think 3 hamburgers, fries, and a small soda would be higher than? Well, it might be. Might be nowadays. Interesting. Well, that's how it goes. Back then, I worked at a pretty hard job for something like a buck an hour. So I guess I'd make more than that now working in a supermarket. So yeah, I guess things probably have gone up. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember gasoline, for crying out loud, back in the '60s. I think, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I remember people having a cow because gasoline uh, had the awful price of 3 gallons for $1. I mean, that was, it went up from like 5 gallons for $1 to something like 3. Jeez. Of course, again, you didn't make as much back then either. So anyway, interesting. I just thought I'd run all that by you. Huh? Yeah, I know. I gotta see. There used to be a McDonald's in Hackettstown. Maybe it's still there, and if so, I'm going. Don't stop me. I'm going in. I wonder if they even have the regular old hamburger they used to have. Small fries and a Coke. Oh, they've got so many other things on the menu. Yeah, we'll have to see. Anyway, God bless. I'm just running that by you. If you know anything, just throw it on the liner notes there. I'd love to hear what you have to say. See you now. Bon appetit. Bye now.